Welcome to the Everything Is That podcast.
Here am I sleepwalking in the light, with my eyes closed, with all my mind. What am I seeking? Will I fade? I'm so afraid of what might. I'm filled with fear. It might bite what it is inside of me. They say that you are the only one.
The words of Bob Adamson.
Okay, for the newies, we don't tell you anything here, and we don't teach you anything. All we do is point toward and ask you to look to where we're pointing to see for yourself. He goes, no matter what you might have believed or what you've been told or anything else, there's nothing here, nothing anywhere that anybody can ever give you. And there is nothing you can ever get. And what we talk about is nothing new. If you look in all the great traditions, you'll see it's the base of all the traditions. Hinduism, for instance, they call it Advaita. Advaita translated means non-duality, and they try and destroy non-duality by saying one without a second. And they put that one without a second on because even the idea of one implies there could be other than one. So to cancel out any idea there's anything other than that, they say it's one without a second. The base of the Buddhist teachings are the same thing, put in different words. They say it's non-conceptual, ever fresh presence awareness. And they add on to that just this, nothing else. And putting it, the just this, nothing else, again pointing out that's all there is. Christianity and other teachings talking about the supreme or the reality, what they call the supreme or the reality. That's how it's omnipresence, omnipotence, omniscience, meaning total presence, total power, total intelligence, not three things, but three aspects of the one. So in all those traditions, and the others, you'll see it if you look closely enough too, they're pointing to the one essence, the one nature of everything. So that's why we say here right from the start, what you're seeking, you already are there. How could you be anything else if that is all there is? And you must realise that, if what you're seeking you already are, that the search itself is the problem. Because if you're seeking something to get somewhere or go somewhere, the implication is there's something you haven't got and you will get it at some future time. Not any concept or belief or idea that there's some future time. You've moved away from omnipresence, total presence, into the conceptual idea that is time. And we point that out clearly here also, that there is time, all time is a mental concept. When they say non-conceptual, ever fresh presence awareness, is anybody in this room who's not aware of being present? Or that presence awareness is not right where you are right now? There's probably a lot of concepts going on in your head that are seemingly blurring it out or obscuring it. But it's all taking place in this, what we call presence awareness. And ever fresh, we're non-conceptual, ever fresh present. We don't take any notice of that ever fresh. What does ever fresh mean? It means it's spontaneously occurring right now. It's not a time-bound thing. No. It's ever fresh, just right in this so-called instant. You can't even call it an instant because as it's happening, it's already ending. And as it's ending, it's already starting again. So it has no duration. And that's all time is duration. And time can't take place outside of volume. And space is volume. Well, can you find a reference point or a centre to this space? Can you pinpoint this is where space begins? And can you say where it ends? You realise that when you look at it closely, it has no beginning and no end. So that is spontaneous also. So you can't find any beginning to time. As its beginning, it's already ending. Have a look at now. When you look closely into this now, people talk about the now. When does this now begin? See for yourself. As you say now, is that a static point? Or is that already gone? You say it's ending right now. Is that a static point again? So you see there's no static point to it at all. So it hasn't got any duration. And as I say, try and grasp the centre to space. Try and grasp the centre. Try and grasp the centre. Try and grasp the centre.
Keep your suit on. There's no air around here.
If it hasn't got any time, hasn't got any space, can there be a path? And if there's no path, can there be a destination? Now you're not, now you might have believed and believed for years that you're on some path and you're going to reach a destination. Realise if there's no path, there's no destination. It must be what you actually are right in this immediacy. And what can you say about this immediacy? Nothing except that you are, there is an awareness of being present right now. And it's not you that is aware of that. You've got the idea that we are these separate entities, these individuals, these persons. But when were you ever a person? Where does the word person come from? Doesn't it come from persona, the mask? The ancients knew that when they put that label on. Persona, the mask. We've got this imagined conceptual image about ourselves, the mask. And that mask is obscuring our true nature, our present identity, present reality. So that's been there all along.